Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
or finding Iron Brock Michelle,
or Jay-Z Beyonce, or who is you?
I'm Neil.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 362, y'all. Hey, happy Hump Monday.
What day was it?
Hump Day, Monday.
This is for some folks, this is their last full working week.
Yeah.
For some of y'all, for cubicle warriors, I should say, for the traditional cubicle warriors, low-key, high-key, this is either y'all last week of work or your last full week of work. Mm-hmm. Depending on what corporate entity you work with, you might got to work Monday and Tuesday next week. But even if you work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, it ain't going to be what it is.
Gotcha.
That's literally the day you dust off your desk. I was going to say people bring in them hard-ass cookies, but I guess ain't nobody at work now. So they're going to probably make y'all do some type of mandatory fun on a Zoom call. They be trying. It didn't, like, if you had a company with a little money, they might have sent you something in the mail. But if they don't, they're going to make you buy stuff from you. They're going to make you get stuff from your own house.
Right.
They're going to be like, oh, let's do a hot chocolate toast to the end of the year. Provide your own hot chocolate. And you're going to be like, well, I want my time back. At least the decent companies will send you a pack of Swiss Miss.
Yeah, in a regular ass mug.
Ooh.
Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. Us black with no K.
First of all, Nirum's yelling because Mabel's asleep in the office. I'm sure Nirum's gonna talk about how we rearranged our little den office area, but Mabel been Mabeling lately, so we got her a little CBD oil, and we done gave it to her before this podcast. So I think she's good and high and relaxed. So I literally wrapped her in a blanket and put her in her bed in here. And every time Niram raises his voice or gets loud, what does she do, Niram?
Jump up.
She peeks up. She don't even jump up. She peeks under her cover and be like, "This nigga's at it again." No indoor voices up in here.
Absolutely not. High energy.
She looking at you like you look at her when she bark at the door.
Hey.
She's over all of it.
Now she know what it is.
Oh my goodness. But this is my check-in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Low-key, high-key, I don't have much at all, y'all. You know, I need y'all help. I need some crowdsourcing. Oh, sorry, you know you took in so much air.
Yeah.
Lord, I wasn't gonna say nothing devilish. Look.
Oh.
Usually the time the Lord take my voice and I was about to say something devilish. I'm looking for a planner, y'all. What are some of y'all favorite planners? I would love to have a black-owned planner company, but I'm not sure if that's something that's a thing. And when I mean a black-owned planner company, I don't mean like, what's that girl, B. Simone? Like, I don't mean her copying and pasting off somebody did on Pinterest.
Oh.
Like, I mean someone who was really in this stationery game, someone who's really into this pen game, someone's really into this productivity game and efficiency. Like, that's what I'm really looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Low-key, since I've been out here in California, I've went virtual with so much stuff. Honestly, not even virtual. I really use my calendar as my planner, and I don't like that. Mm-hmm. I would say even since I was a student, from an undergraduate student, graduate student to working my first few jobs, even at the bot store, I always kept like a hard planner or at least a journal, something to write in, like to-do lists, reminders, thoughts. However, since I've got out here in Silicon Valley, so much has been done virtually, like with my calendar and even like in meetings. Since I'm middle management, I'm not necessarily the one who's taking the minutes. Like, it just show up for me. Mm-hmm. So all I have to do is like make time to review for them. But I'm finding there's some personal things I want to do. There's also a little bit more of project management work stuff I need to start doing at work. Nothing drastic, but much more than I've done before. Mm-hmm. And I need to figure out a way to keep it balanced. I preferably would love for the folks who know, I preferably would love a planner that can be both personal and professional. So I don't necessarily I don't need a planner where I have to put my entire workday and meetings in there, but I need a planner where I need to like put in big appointments, personal appointments. I need to put in somewhere where I can put like top 3 things I need to get done at work, top 3 things I need to get done at home. I would love like month-long views like that. I need just something where I can keep everything in one place. And preferably small enough I can throw it in my bag. So it needs to be not bigger than a regular notepad. I honestly would like it half that size though. Do you know what I'm saying? I forgot the size of that. So I really would prefer that. And you know what really would add my ice into it? If it had a what's it called? An electronic app to go with it. Oh. Am I creating my own shit?
Do I just need to do this? Because what you're talking about is what you're talking about is the full focus planner.
Niram, are they sponsoring you? Are they sponsoring us?
No.
Oh, wait a minute. As how do podcasters do? Just take a moment in your day and you like. Let me know if we sponsored.
No, we not.
Because listen, y'all, when we get a big sponsorship, we gonna need y'all to show the fuck out. We never had a big. Well, we had a couple sponsors, but we haven't had like a sponsorship when we giving folks a whole minute ad.
No, but I think
I'm about to get lit.
I think that's what you need, but you trying to find black on. So I don't know what's the black version of that.
I mean, I would prefer black, brown. Don't do that. And y'all know what I mean by B. Simone. I don't want y'all to think I'm shitting on B. Simone. She's an entrepreneur. She's a comedian. That's all that. I mean B. Simone in the fact that she copied and pasted from Pinterest and then put it in the Google Doc and hit print and sold it to us for $50. Mm-hmm. That's not acceptable to me.
No?
No. Oh. Now all the other stuff she doing, fine. Right now, I don't want y'all to think I'm hating on sis, but I really want someone who started out right, because it's the worst when you get a planner and you're like, what the fuck is this? Or I know a bad planner. Let me know. I got any planner folks out there? You got a trash ass planner when you lift your planner up and you start writing on it, and the pages be thin like the Bible pages. I low-key just had to buy another Bible because my Bible pages was too thin. I said, I can't be buying these special felt pens. Like, I need to just be able to pick up any pen when the Lord moved me to the spirit to start writing. Same thing with my planner. I don't got time to keep up with one pen. I just grab whatever is in front of me and write down. So I need thick pages. I don't like spiral bound. I want it to be bound. I also prefer linen. What's also with one of the straps hooked to it. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. With the elastic straps. I also don't like it when the corners put down in it. I would like them to have like a self page where you know where to go, like where that's already in there. I guess I have I guess I already have a lot of requirements. Yeah. Maybe I need to put this together.
You might need to
the Cubicle Warrior Planner?
You might need to design it.
Y'all ain't ready for the Cubicle Warrior Planner? Nigga, if somebody come up, that'll be hot like fire. I'm gonna be like the people on Instagram who get mad. I'm gonna be like people on B. Simone on Pinterest. Y'all let me know if y'all can find anything, if it's anything to that. But low-key, also let me know if y'all interested in a Cubicle Warrior Planner. Because I already done told you what I wanted. Can I just go tell this to somebody and they create it and I can come back? I know what I want all the way to down how the pages feel.
Yeah.
I do. Is anybody, Niram, do you know what I'm talking about pages?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I can't stand a cheap ass page.
As a person who has used tons of different notebooks around here, as a witness of having a bunch of half-written in notebooks, you like, this shit sucks.
Yeah. I hate one-ply pages, just like one-ply toilet paper.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Cheap will cost you. That's why even when companies be trying to hand out little journals and notebooks, I'm like, take this little cheap shit.
I don't want this.
I don't want this.
I want linen.
I like the hard linen. You prefer hard linen or soft linen or leather?
It don't matter.
Really? Mm-hmm. I like soft linen. I don't like the leather bound. The leather bound's too much. I feel like I'm trying to keep track of it like it's a new purse. I don't have time for that. Mm-hmm. And I prefer either a dark, like black or navy or bright. I prefer dark. I prefer like navy or black so I can take it in corporate settings and folks don't ask me no questions about it and I can be discreet when I write in it. But also sometimes I like the pop of color so it's easy to find in my bag. Mm-hmm. See, I got a lot of shit I need. Look. And that's why you got to have the elastic cover so when you throw it in my bag, it don't whatchamacallit. And then also that soft linen I needed to be waterproof because it's going to be in my work bag just in case my water bottle slip up and fall on it. Mm. That's why you also need thick pages. So if it get a little wet, everything don't start running. I just let it air dry.
Mm. Ooh.
What? It's been a weekend. I haven't even had coffee.
Sis, who's listening?
What you?
I don't even know what to call her.
Who?
Sis. Who's listening? Her assistant.
Uh-huh. Oh,
make note of this.
I'm gonna ask yeah, we got like a program manager for Black Love Matters, so we're gonna try to get her on eventually. We need to come up with a name for her.
Yeah,
so we can fluidly talk about her. I don't know if she want her business on the podcast.
Right, we're just gonna call her NG for right now. NG, I know you're listening. Make note of this.
Make note of what I just said.
Yes, and we can in our next meeting we can talk about this because we can probably get this done in like.
Honestly, I would just do it for me.
No, but I know.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
Oh, what you like about it?
Like, we can get this together.
Oh.
Like, we can get this together.
Stay tuned.
Like, that might be your thing. Like, the Cubicle Warrior Planner. Like, that might be your thing.
And then have branches off. So I want a Cubicle Warrior planner. I also want a meal prep one. I also want one for, like, meals and budget. But it has to have the companion app to go with it.
Yeah.
I mean, we can get real high tech and get the pen that connect to the notebook You know what I'm talking about? We don't got to go that far, but like, and it's not even at the same thing, but sometimes you just need both to be in it. Like almost to send my ass reminders.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anyhow.
NG, make note of this.
Silly. What else is going on with me? But y'all let me know too if this is already exist and or if y'all have any suggestions for any good daily planners. You already heard of my criteria. The only other thing I want to remind y'all about is this Georgia U.S. Senate runoff races that's coming up next month. We gonna tell y'all this multiple times. So we gonna start sounding like broken records. All our cis bro cousins who are in Georgia, get y'all shit together. We need y'all to show up and show out. So just to make sure we're all calibrated, on January 5th, 2021, Georgia will host a special election with 2 runoff races for the 2 U.S. Senate seats held by that state. What's a runoff race? Well, in Georgia's, is there legislation? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, something like that.
Like in their rules for elections, have it if like when you go up for the race, and if one person doesn't get over the majority, they just take it back. All the slate is clear, and you have to do it again until someone gets 50%. So that's why we have this runoff. The candidates are Reverend Warnock and also John Ossoff.
Those are the names you need to know.
Those are you need to know. So Reverend Warnock, and John Ossoff. They're facing off against the motherfuckers you shouldn't be voting for. Again, Warnock and Ossoff. Those are the names you're looking for. And that's what you circle. That's all you need to do. I don't know what else is on there, but that's the only thing you need to worry about right now.
Let me tell you, me and Nyambi was like surfing TV. I think we was just like trying to figure out, because, we cable cutters. Yeah. So like we was looking on Hulu, and they was like, oh, Georgia Senate race, debate. Yeah. And we watched it.
Yeah, we watched it. And the
motherfuckers.
Warnock. Yeah. Ossoff competitor didn't even show up.
Yeah, he didn't even show up.
Well, first of all, the one person who's going to get Ossoff, I don't even want to give him his name. He hasn't had a public town hall conversation that's just for the good of the people in his whole time since he's been in Senate. You have to pay.
What?
To get him. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, he hasn't had. So, like traditionally senators, depending on how good they are, right, they'll have something traditionally anywhere from once a quarter to yearly to just bring their constituents up to date on their plan, things that are happening, or just to hear their people. Everybody can't be Randall and do it every Friday. But quarterly is about right. And so he has not had one since he's been in the office. Also, so that's just him by himself, not going against nobody. That's just a space for his constituents to ask a question. And then recently, just as Raphael Warnock had went against his opponent, Ossoff was supposed to go against the other one, and he didn't show up.
Really?
And he just didn't say nothing about it. And so Ossoff was like, well, this is me. I want you to vote, blah, 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 and go from there. But even before Ossoff, this man has not had it. The only time he gives speeches or makes his appearance is when you pay him to do it.
Shut up.
And Ossoff pulled the record, right? Because Ossoff is a Jewish white boy who's a journalist, and he started journalism. Right. And he started doing some deep digging to be like, actually, the last this motherfucker talked to anybody was 6 years ago. And when he do talk to people, it costs $7.50 a pop, right? You know what I'm saying? It costs so much money to do it, and it was so interesting. Honestly, I really like John Ossoff, just the way his perspective. I think it's the journalism in him, but the way in which he slants things, right? Like he's really about like this shit is corrupt,
right?
Right? He was like this shit is rigged and stuff that blind people we've been saying all the time, but it was like corruption is leading, so no matter what we do, right? They don't see it as negative, right? Because the corruption is so deep. So it was super interesting. But yeah, we did see Reverend Warnock going against that white woman who only thing she kept saying is
radical left or
the radical left. And then Warnock tried to play her game. Was like, well, she voted to defund the police. And she was like, oh. I mean, it was just an all up package. And he was like, well, you still voted for it? Warnock, Ossoff, vote for them. Reverend, he's a black man who's also obviously a reverend, men of the cloth. I also like how he flipped that when people asked him about like values and stuff like that. And he was like, I ain't here to weaponize Christianity. Like, that's the oldest story of time. Like, I am not here. And I really like how he just called that and put that on the front street. And he was like, it's not even like, and because they asked him like, what about your constituents who don't believe? He was like, I'm not serving in that capacity. He was like, I'm hoping, folks have all similar core values, right? Like, it's not about the vehicle and how you do it, but having it. So I need to actually find that soundbite. He really made it concise. I appreciate it.
Nice.
But more history on it, why this is so important. just in case y'all don't know, or if you got some relatives who act like they don't know what the fuck is going on, send them over here, or you can use this soundbite too. So as it stands, there are 50 Republican senators and 48 Democratic and or independent senators. The independent senators, y'all know who they are. That's Bernie Sanders of Vermont and August King of Maine, but they both caucus with the Democrats, okay? So if Warnock and Ossoff win, the Democratic Party will gain control of the Senate. As Vice President elect, Kamala Harris is by law the deciding vote in the event of a 50-50 tie happens. We need that to happen, y'all. So if Warnock and Ossoff win, it'll be a 50-50, right? And if there's a situation where we can't get just one Republican to flip, that's great, because you know who's going to swoop in and save the day? Black women. and she's going to make the deciding vote. That's bomb. And that's such a smooth place to be in. And y'all know I'm deep in Promised Land Barack Obama. OBZ. And he talks about like how hard it was for him to move bills through his constituents because that Senate had him so tied up. And he only could imagine how much work he could have did if he didn't have like this back and forth. Right?
OBZ said he would have freed 1,000 more.
He said if they only knew. Oh, come on. Shout out. One of my favorite quotes. So this is huge. So again, a quick reminder, absentee mail-in votes. You got to request this ballot no later than 4:30 p.m. EST on December 31st, 2020. You return ballots by mail or official absentee ballot drop-off boxes. Absentee ballots must be received by 7 p.m. on January 5th, 2021. Early voting for Georgia voters is going on now. It goes on between December 14th and December 31st. So if you're already registered to vote, go vote now. January 5th should be the day we wrangling in all the them family members who said they was gonna do it but they ain't do it, or them family members who don't got no ride and they gonna need a ride. Them family members who say I want to vote. You know who they are. Nearham got a couple family members who they had to go to the day of. Y'all know who they are. That's what that's for.
Did I tell that story on how you almost fainted and shit? Well, how you fainted and shit?
No, you probably should.
Oh.
So please, 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 y'all, if you are in Georgia, go vote. If you got the elder with you, go ahead and request that absentee ballot you got to the 31st. And if you're returning it, it has to be at the site January 5th by 7 p.m. Go vote. We need this.
And if you're voting in person, bring snacks, bring water.
Because the devil is a liar and they're going to do whatever they can to get them machines not to work. But y'all don't move out that fucking line. Y'all don't move out that line. You'll be like, we'll wait.
I might go to Georgia and see if I can get the funding.
Neil?
I heard they lit there.
You go to Georgia if you want. You know the Lord blessed you once. You keep playing with the Lord's blessings.
What you mean?
Come back
He blessed me once.
He blessed you once. You know what happened when you tried to go skedaddle somewhere else?
Skedaddle.
When you tried to go skedaddle, the Lord sat you down real firm.
He said sat down somewhere.
He told you to sit down. Now, if you want to play with him twice, I don't recommend it. But you a grown man.
But y'all definitely want to bring snacks though, or go get a nice little hearty meal. Thick meal.
Yeah.
To keep you on your feet long. Make sure you move around, play a little mental games.
Yes, you can vote. If you vote after Christmas, just bring a plate.
Yes.
Bring a sandwich. Bring a couple of them Hawaiian rolls and make a little sandwich. No. Oh my God, my mouth water. I love them Hawaiian rolls. Them day after you get your Hawaiian roll, you put a little butter in the skillet and you put a little butter and garlic in the skillet. And you smash that Hawaiian roll down, and you get a piece of ham or turkey on there. Then you smear it with a little bit of dressing. Then you smear it with a little bit of cranberry sauce, maybe a dollop of mayo just to give it a tanksy bit some more lubricant. Then you smash that bun on top of each other, and you wrapped it up tight. Jesus, you get that with a side of potato salad or macaroni and cheese, honey, you'll kill yourself. Oh my God! But don't be taking no potato salad. Just take the roll.
So, and the reason I say this is that, my youngest nephew had recently just turned 18, so he went to go vote in Michigan.
Congratulations.
So, my sister was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead
time.
and it's the first time, so we're gonna go ahead and go together.
Yeah.
But she said, in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and submit mine via
Because we OGs.
absentee.
I don't got to be in line no more.
She
I
said,
don't ever have to vote in person again.
No.
I don't ever have to.
I did it twice for Obama, and I ain't doing it no more.
I only voted in person once for Obama.
I did it both times.
And then the second time I was like, here's my mail-in. Here's my mail-in. Because it was quite a line for him too.
So it was his first time going. Mm-hmm. My sister then took him after work. So he done been at home all damn day. Yeah. So he young and dumb.
I didn't understand why he was at home all day. That's the part that made me confused. Because he should have been out at 7 a.m.
Because she's like, well, we'll go after work, whatever.
But he ain't need her to go.
No, he didn't.
Go ahead.
But he been at home all damn day.
Yeah.
Then dilly-dallying, not even eating or nothing. So they get in line. So they done been in line for 4 hours. On the 3.5 hour. 3.5 hours.
On,
the 3.5.
What he making up words.
3.5 hours in.
Yes.
She was like, he started getting glassy in the eye.
Like Mabel. Like Mabel on her CBD oil.
He started getting glassy in the eye. My sister's like, you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. And next thing you know, this motherfucker faints in line. 18 years old.
The drama of it all. The drama.
18 years old.
Was it hot out?
No.
It was November. It was cold. I'm thinking like, how just a hot summer,
Blood sugar low.
Ain't eat.
Because he ain't ate nothing all damn day.
He's thin to begin with. Me and Mabel, also me and Mabel. Well, Mabel too. Me and Nero can miss a meal, as Dr. Now says. And be okay.
So this nigga ain't ate shit. Then got lightheaded and then fainted in line.
Lord help us.
3.5 hours.
What your sister was saying.
She was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm sure it's her baby, so she was worried. But once she got off the fear, once she realized he was okay, what was she doing?
She was just heated. So first of all, she's like, I done been in line so long that my phone done died. Because we just playing Candy Crush and everything else, trying to stay entertained.
That's what you should got her for Christmas. A power pack.
Yeah.
We put it on for her birthday or something.
And then meanwhile, he done started fainting. She don't know this nigga, don't know his code to get into the phone, so she can't call nobody, bring up no food. And so eventually,
and you can't lead a line.
So
November 3rd was, listen, suck it up.
So he faints. There's this whole hoopla.
For the ancestors.
All of this stuff. Oh my God.
Ooh, I'm surprised it ain't made the news.
I'm surprised it didn't either. Oh my God.
You okay?
And then the poll workers, please don't leave, please.
I'm with them.
No, please don't leave.
I'm with them, please.
So then they go ask the I forgot who the head poll worker is. I forgot it's
the
a term
electoral
for
person, who's lead, because they can just cut the people there.
Right. So they asked him if he can, because somebody was like, I'll hold your line, get him back to his car.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada. So they get him some juice and some food and shit, and he voted from the car.
Your sister had to be out there.
And she was like, what the fuck? 4 hours here. Your ass ain't ate shit. You been at home all damn day playing these damn video games.
Ain't cat, dog, carrot, peanut butter,
nothing.
chip.
Nothing.
Not even water. You probably was dehydrated and hungry.
And then this nigga got the nerve to faint in line 3.5 hours in.
And he talk like he's not like a little person.
No. Like my nephew is tall and lanky. Yeah. It's almost like he ain't fully hit puberty yet.
Oh, now you shady. What you mean? He is very linky.
He's like very linky.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. So bring y'all snacks.
What you would did if he was in line? I think we might have left.
Look, ain't no other polling place I can go to. Damn
that
it.
was nice of the organizers though to let him do it from the car. Or you could have just asked everyone in line if you could cut, right? And I'm assuming they would say yes. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, bring some food. Other than me and water. Other than that, some things is going on. There's some good TV happening right now.
Yeah, it's coming back, y'all.
There's a show on. Is it Showtime?
Showtime.
Called Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
It's only 2 episodes in.
Yes, y'all got time to catch.
Y'all got time to catch up with shit. Y'all gonna want to watch this.
It's good. Come on Sunday nights.
The way that they have tension on this show.
Oh my God, it makes me so uncomfortable.
So just the premise. The premise is there's this judge and his son do something stupid. Mm-hmm. Illegal.
Very illegal.
Very illegal.
We ain't talking drugs.
Nope. But his son do something very legal. So, Pop gonna judge. He gonna judge. So then he gonna try to do something to like, hold up, we gonna do it the right way. And then he found out like what was the repercussions
of the right way.
It
ain't just the boys in blue.
Because of his son and the things that he did illegal to the people that he didn't know what he did illegal to.
And we ain't talking about the state. The state is the least of your words.
I'm talking about goons.
I'm talking about Tony Montana.
So this is a very, like I said, I don't want to give much away. I'll start giving away more next week when there's 3 episodes in. But y'all gonna want to watch this.
It's even dark the way it's filmed.
Yeah,
the way it's like back. The cinematography is sickening on it.
It got the guy from Breaking Bad in there.
He always looked like he on the verge of a panic attack.
And he acted his ass off.
He'd be on the verge of like breaking down every scene.
Who else is in? Your Honor.
What's his name? Who be the black man from? I mean, he done did more than this. I hate to always bring him back to the. Is it called The Corner?
The Wire.
Oh, what?
The black guy. They be like,
it's based off the book called The Corner, though, ain't it? That's why I said I ain't just calling them boys on the corner. I think it's based off the book. The show The Wire is based off the book The Corner. For all of y'all folks born in 95 or later. But no, it's just the one who be like, shit.
Oh, Isaiah Whitlock.
Yes. So he on there shitting.
Bryan Cranston.
Which is OG.
It's the guy from Breaking Bad.
And then Carmen Ejogo, the one who played in Sparkle, the remake of Sparkle, who was sister. She in there too. And the way it's lit, never mind.
Yeah, you really can't tell.
You can't tell. But it's good. And even the young black men they have playing in there, they got somebody called Little Mo in there and somebody named Kofi in there. When I tell you they playing the mess out of this and I'm believing, receiving everything, even the way that Bryan Cranston's son is playing, I think his name in here is called Adam. He a weak link. Y'all, the folks with kids, do you be knowing if your kids like, oh, this nigga gonna snitch?
What you mean? Do you be knowing?
You gotta be knowing, because I can see that I'm not his mom, and I was like, nah, he gonna get you in trouble. You might as well go ahead and turn him in and just get the best money lawyer can buy. Oh,
this was adapted from an Israeli TV show?
Ooh,
TV series?
Shout out to Israeli. Oh. Well, I love the remakes they be doing from different countries in America, because the other countries be tearing it up. Oh, it's 9 parts? Or is this ours or no?
Yeah, it's 9 parts.
All right.
Because, I love a good, I'm starting to like miniseries or like an anthology.
That is just one and done. Like, we ain't going to come back to this.
Like, you give me a nice little, 3 scenes.
Like
yeah.
It's like a book.
And then you go from there. So check out Your Honor.
YOURHONOR on Showtime.
It's on Showtime.
And it looked dark. I know I wanted to adjust my TV settings. That's how I know I got to be careful with my vision. Do I got a story? I'm gonna wait on that.
Oh, when you gonna tell that?
When I got more patients, y'all know I went to the eye. I ain't just go to the eye doctor. I went to the eye doctor, like the eye specialist. Like,
well, if you want to talk in the pillow talk, you can.
Okay, maybe I'll do that. If not, I might have to wait till later this week. Y'all, just keep your praying hands on me.
What else? What else is on Showtime? Obeezy. So Deesa Zamero interviewed Obama.
I'm a fan of Obama. I know some of y'all niggas still can't stand him. Have you been getting that lately in the community?
Yeah.
I've been getting some little undershades of shit, like some tone when it comes to Obama. I'm a stan. Have y'all read Promised Land? Or listened to it? Promised Land is probably one of my favorite books of 2020. Who am I? When a political book is one of my favorite.
Right.
Books. I usually go to throwbacks. Like, what's your favorite book of 2020? Beloved.
48 Laws of Power.
Beloved. Fly Girl.
Not Fly Girl. Shit like that. But like, I think it was a nice little look for them. Just to see the glow up from like, Naomi wasn't necessarily sold on Deesa Zamero. They really grown on her.
They have grown on me because when I think the podcast was a little much for me. And y'all know, like, I can go with the best of them back and forth, but sometimes the way them niggas be talking, like, I'm like, wait, niggas, I need clarity. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
so Obeezy on there. It was a nice little bop. It's 25 minutes long. If you're looking for just another look of
background,
yeah. Another look at Obama, because he's done multiple things. And, you know, some of his interviews was good, but like some of them was boring.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
This
lie.
wasn't boring.
No.
It wasn't even about his book.
No, it wasn't. It was just about life and like sports talk and
It was
shit
a
like
lot of sports talk towards the end where I kind of glazed over. But the beginning, it was nice to see him. I feel like he let his guard down. I feel like he let some Southern twangs draw. I think he let some Chicago, some Hawaii come out. Like, yeah, like it just felt, when he was with Decent America, it felt authentic.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's as close as we're going to see him at the barbecue.
Yeah.
He would allow us, right? Like, I'm sure he ain't even been at the barbecue since he's been president. But, and not saying he ain't invited, but you know what I'm saying? You know, it's a certain way of like, yeah, I'll take a second Long Island iced tea. He probably haven't had 2 Long Islands in a long time.
2?
2 is a lot. That's the running joke. That's the running joke in our house. 2 Long Islands will have you on top of the roof.
Yeah, especially if your daddy making them.
Oh my God. Who makes Long Island? I told my dad to stop making those because they're dangerous. Because y'all listen, first of all, y'all know what? Can you tell people what Long Islands are? Just everything.
It's a mixed drink.
It's fish bowls for adults. That's what it is. Because a fish bowl just got more sugar in it.
It depends on who makes it.
It's a fish bowl.
But pretty much.
A Long Island iced tea has all the alcohols in it, basically.
Right.
Rum, vodka, tequila, gin, triple sets, all that up over ice.
And a splash of Coke.
With a splash of Coke to give it the look
the tea
of
look.
tea. If you want to do a Long Beach, you do cranberry instead. And my dad, for some reason, he makes them and you can't taste any alcohol in them. I think he do sweet and sour in his instead of triple set. Or he do maybe an addition. And it literally tastes like what, lemonade?
Yes.
Until you stand up.
Until you stand up after you had so many of them.
Too many. One.
And he be like,
it's like another one.
like
My dad would like make a picture of them.
Yes.
And then people like so the picture would be all the things. And then you top it either with the Coke or the Pepsi or the Long Beach. So people have like a full cup of this with ice, and then they'll like pour some soda into it and be like, oh, this is tasty. And then
if you only know.
That's what people are like. You want some? I said, I'll just drink white wine.
And they be like,
preferably with seltzer.
Ooh. The world's spinning.
The world. Please. My dad done made that sometimes, and the party just went long because niggas couldn't leave. You know, about 9, 10. You know, my parents are a little older now. It's about 10 p.m. That's when the party wrapping up. I done seen parties go well into 2, 3. Just because niggas is like,
I'm trying to sober up. Y'all got some more of that chicken?
You got the Hawaiian roll, slice it in half, put some ham on it. That's when actually, no, that ain't my family, the sausage family. When put a little sausage on. How many sausages did we eat, Nero?
I don't know. I stopped counting at the 10.
The first one is delicious. Well, y'all want a sausage? I'll throw a quick sausage on the grill. It's midnight.
I'm still trying to recover from all the shit that happened.
It's still not better than my RIP, my Uncle Junior, honey. He the one who showed me. I've never seen a flash fried red hot. You weren't there, were you?
No.
It was like for a family reunion, and they drinking Long Islands, and it done got to the time of the night when niggas done got hungry again. But since everybody tipsy, this is for the time of Uber Eats and Grubhub, you can't go out, so you look at the fridge to see what's there. And then I think my grandmother you definitely were. I was definitely younger. Had like some hot dogs, some red links, and all that type of stuff, and some like fish, because I think people over 60 just always got catfish in their freezer. And so she took out some catfish to frost that really quick and had some links. And then my grandfather was like, oh, okay, let me go get the grill, Junior, so we can baby grill, so we can do these sausages. And he was like, you do the grease. He said, we don't need no grill, man. We just gonna throw them right up in there and let them rip. And this is me being the nosy teenager. I said, this gonna start a fire.
Let them rip.
This gonna start a fire in this background.
What are you talking
about? Do you know he slit that red hot down the middle and dropped it in that grease? And I was looking in amazement. And he brought it out that grease and let it drip off and put it between some white and wheat bread with some ketchup. And y'all, I don't know if y'all know my name. My name, I'll give y'all this nickname. This is much you gonna know about me. My name, when I was younger, by the elders in the family, they used to call me Bigger Than Me. They said, Bigger Than Me, do you want you a sausage? I said, I ain't never had a deep fried like that, Uncle Drew. He was like, Bigger Than Me, try it. I tried that motherfucker. You know, it melted in my mouth. And then I come back in the house. My grandma was like, don't be eating that stuff. Them men gonna kill you. It was crazy. She said, you eat a piece of the fish I give you. Don't eat what they give you. Sorry. Life, and that had to be a good one in the morning.
Because everybody had that Long Island, couldn't go nowhere.
And it's time to do it again. And we're hungry.
What else is going on? R.I.P. to Tiny Debo.
We
Listen.
gonna give him a love bath.
Oh my God! Yes, we gotta give him.
You gotta, out of respect, we gotta give him a love bath. I mean, we can't be long on it. But that hurt my little heart when I seen that.
Yeah,
because he was young. He was in the 60s.
Yeah, from what I've seen of her, I don't know.
Well, what I heard was, and TMZ told me this, and they be knowing, honey. They friends were looking for him because he like weren't returning calls, wasn't checking in, and so they called the police to do a welfare check-in on him. And when the police came in, he passed. And they said natural causes, so I'm assuming maybe heart attack or you know what I'm saying, something like that. So R.I.P. Let it go. Let's take a look.
What you bringing to the funeral?
I don't know what they be eating out there on Friday. What's some California based? They love tacos.
I was gonna say pickle pig feet.
Oh my God, no, not in California.
No.
Well, I'll bring me some of them little tacos you California blacks like.
Oh.
If you notice, the California blacks love a taco.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I like a flour. Y'all like the corn one with the onions. I like the Americanized one.
I'm gonna bring Roscoe's chicken and waffles.
Oh yes, remember when we went to Roscoe's last year and that man with all them rings?
Yes.
Yes, he was fabulous.
So R.I.P. Debo.
R.I.P. Debo. Yeah, I remember going to Roscoe and our waiter had a ring on every finger.
Didn't he? And I was thinking to myself, like, why you need to work at Roscoe's? You got all that jewelry on you.
You hating ass near him. I want to know. I want to ask him where he got it from. Where you get this from, bro? He was fly. Did he have gold teeth too?
I don't know.
I think his whole appearance just had me.
It had me a little baffled. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Me too. Then I was more baffled because my food came out in 3 minutes. I said, is this waffle fresh? He laughed at me. I said, I'm at home. It'll take me at least 10 minutes because it got to heat up. Then you got to let the batter sit a little. Then you put it on there. Is this fresh? Go ahead.
Other than that, like Naomi said, I'm over here redesigning our office den area because, we're going to be in this bad boy. So I figured, you might as well settle up and get comfortable.
Buckle up.
Let's just buckle in and get comfortable. So, we didn't change our desk around because Naomi kept saying she didn't like how I walked behind her and
yes.
Like I'm Sasquatch or some
Miriam
shit.
walked behind me and our den is like cat-a-corner. What would you say, that cat-a-corner to the kitchen? Yeah. And so, like, me and Miriam don't be on the same schedule for breakfast and lunch. So I'd be, like, riding a good swing in my meeting, and I'm cubicle warrior, and I'm making a point, and then all of a sudden I see Miriam creeping in the background eating a piece of chicken. What the fuck is... You making my point now. Stand down. It's good. Sit down, Miriam. Or Miriam going back and forth throwing the ball with Mabel. I said, wait. I said, y'all distracted me. And don't get me wrong, I blur my background as best as I can, but it distracts me.
You be walking behind me. You just got to get used to it.
I walk behind you, but I try to do it swiftly. I literally try to run when I walk behind Nero. Nero be taking his time. He be stretching. He be scratching his stomach. I'm like,
Nero,
quickly,
get
Nero.
the fuck out the fridge.
Quickly. Like when Nero is always on it, I do walk behind him, but I try to go quickly so it's just like a blur. I try to look like a long exposure. So they be like, what's behind you? What was that? Was that a ghost? But Nero be taking his time.
I live my best life.
I'm at home.
I am at home. Actually, I like it this way because now I can. Because the thing was during work hours, it was what was it called, a pants only zone.
Yeah, at our house, since we work from home, you cannot leave the bedroom. You cannot go past the bathroom without pants on. It is a pant. You have to have pants and or a bra on to walk past the bathroom because we just never know when we're gonna be on call. We just don't know. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, like, I have like some 6 a.m. calls, and near them think I'm just working on work to get ahead, but I'm literally full-fledged cubicle warrior. And then I walk by in this robe.
Shit.
Please.
I told you, you never know.
We got to be fully dressed. We literally have like clothes that hangs up in the bathroom or over our hamper. So even say, how you just get up to just wash your face, but you have to go to the bathroom and you don't go back. Like our closets in our bedroom, like we literally have like sweatpants and sweatshirt just in the bathroom. So if we ever just need to throw on some clothes.
See, you never know how much you miss a door until you don't have it.
Yeah, I think if this place had a door, it would be amazing. I think that's the only thing.
Should have paid the extra $50 and had that door.
Yeah. Black man. I'm really trying not to go off on you.
All right, want to go to some pillow talk?
Power, go. Lob it back. No problem. Our dog is high as a kite, y'all. I wish we might take a picture of this, put it on Instagram.
Get y'all dogs some CBD. Don't give them the weed CBD.
Yeah.
Go to the dog store
and get the hemp.
Get the hemp CBD. It's called Blossom. That Blossom CBD.
Mm-hmm.
Your dogs would just be calm than the motherfucking Lydia lit.
How would you describe how Mabel looking now?
Mabel is
laid flat,
laid out
on her side, with her paws in the air, wrapped in a blanket. I got the blanket wrapped because she get cold, but she don't wrap it on her face because it got light in here. She don't want to see the light.
Mabel is blown.
And she on the what is it called, purple cushion though, so she might be really comfortable. Niram bought purple cushions. Y'all know what purple is? Like the mattress company, but they make seat cushions. And for whatever reason, Niram don't like it. He haven't returned it yet, so we put it on the floor. Mabel done made it her new bed. We might gotta keep that for her.
I do like it. I think I go back and forth though, because I sit down in my chair so long that
nothing gonna help.
Sometimes you gotta switch it up, switch out, things of that sort.
Yeah, Mabel love it.
Power.
Yes. Power. It's just
there's a lot going on.
It is.
Kane,
Bobby Brown.
This nigga
you gotta
here.
Kill him.
Y'all gonna have to kill Kane.
I mean, the thing is, both the parents done used and abused them so much. Before, it was more of a balance. So if the daddy abused them, mama be there to have them, build them back up, make them strong. If mom abused them, daddy be back there to build them up, make them strong. And now both the parents done went which way. And what's Tiana? Is that her? Is that the sister? Oh, Diana. Tiana, who she was in Empire. Is that the same girl from Empire?
No, that's not the same girl from Empire. God damn.
They got similar looks. That ain't the same girl from Empire.
No.
That ain't Hakeem girlfriend.
No.
That ain't Nova mama.
No.
Who is this then? Or is that the girl from Star? Ryan Destiny.
No.
Wait, them are 3 different black girls.
Yes.
Get the hell up out of here. Them 3 different girls.
Yes.
They gotta be cousins.
Because her name is LaToya
Tondado. I was like, is it the same character? Is this based off her life?
I don't know.
Okay, so LaToya Tondito is from Power. Who's on Empire?
I don't know.
And then who's on Star? Them all 3 different black women.
Yes.
I thought they was the same. Don't do it. What was I saying? I done got lost because Nero blew my mind. I'm thinking I'm the same girl. I said, sis is catching a check.
Did you have some of Mabel's CBD too?
I'm not the only one who thought them 3 girls are similar.
They're not the same.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. This girl on Power, Hakeem on their girlfriend or wife, and then on Star, the black girl. The girl who looked Naomi Campbell.
They are not the same people.
Okay. So what else is Kane.
Yes. They're gonna kill Kane.
Kane gonna die. Because Kane is dumb. I done said this before. First of all, I can't mess with no nigga who about to go literally rob the church. I'm not doing that. I'm not, but not even like Christian. I'm not robbing any place of faith. Like I'm not going to the synagogue. I'm not. Who does that?
I don't know.
Who rolls up on a preacher? He got to have some long conversations with his maker.
I don't know.
Once he gets to them gates, ain't he? When he gets to his ancestors, they're gonna have a lot to they're gonna have lots of questions for him.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be destroyed. Mary J. Blige, still Mary J. Blige. And I was just telling Nira, I'm so endeared to Mary J. Blige. Mm-hmm. She ain't the best actress, but every time she's in something, I find myself drawn to it.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this outfit she had on? She was snatched in them red leather pants.
She was.
I said, come on, Mary. I thought she was gonna start Diddy bopping. With them boots.
No more.
Like, any moment I thought she was like on 2-step down in that when that man was about to come slit her throat.
With a box cutter.
With the box. When I seen him with the box cutter, I was like, oh sis, you better get your weight up. I knew she had him there. I said, a box cutter. And I got a whole bar of bottles behind me. And I know Mary, if I'm knowing Mary, how I know Mary, Monet, I know she showed us the one gun that was in her never full, but she got to have at least 3 more guns on her. Because she married to Tony Montana. Tony Montana.
Tahada. And then
what's going on?
And so then what else?
Diana stupid. Diana Power Empire stupid. What you mean you don't like me? Girl. That has to be hormones. How the fuck If I was Diana, I couldn't even worry about dick. Like, I'm scared. Like, what? It's not too much therapy. I'm scared.
Nah, I'm scared.
What's going to happen? Daddy in jail. Mama don't got no control of Kane. Kane going off on a bender. My other brother, his nose wide open because he done got turned out by someone who told him he was cute. Mama boyfriend getting swelled up in the chest. The dude I like don't see it for me, but it looked like he got some trauma. Why am I attracted to the trauma? Now I'm Iyanla. The pathology of the family continues.
And the only thing she want to do is go to school.
Diana is a go to school lie.
She just want to go
Diana
to school.
wants to be Monet Jr. You know she does. And she's looking for her Tony Montana, and she thinks she has that in Tariq St. Patrick. Meanwhile, can we talk about how Michael Rainey Jr., a.k.a. Tariq St. Patrick, a.k.a. Ghost Point 2, he's literally looking like Ghost now.
He is dressing up like Ghost.
I hope that is intentional. Either that or he just looking at Amari Howard clips. I want to be him when I grow up. I'm hoping it's intentional. I'm hoping this young man is doing this intentionally because it's this morphing and this idea.
Right. This nigga wearing turtlenecks like Ghost.
Because you are usually what you despise most in people is what you see in yourself. Mm-hmm. And the part he hated most in his father, he's becoming. Like, I'm hoping that's the poetic justice we're building. But I said it's Ghost, just in a petite form.
And then you got Lauren.
Who is Lauren? Oh my God.
Lauren and that.
I'm so disappointed in the young black. These young black women they need like a bit sister Nyambi. Where's the Nyambi character? Where's the bridge at? Where's the bridge? Like I need to be like Monet's younger sister. To go to Diana and be like, girl, you better stop chasing this dick. Or go to Lauren. They'd be like, sis, you knew he was controlling. I'm like Tariq when the new boyfriend came up. He said, don't you go to school in D.C.?
Why are you
Why
here?
you always here?
And then he gonna go full on hotep on him as a smart black man.
I wouldn't expect you.
I wouldn't expect you to use the N-word.
Nigga, please.
What the fuck? Get the fuck
Don't
out
guilt
here.
me. Don't guilt me. Who was that? When did we bury nigga? What year was that?
I don't know. Let's see.
Who was that? Was that Cornel West or Al Sharpton?
That was NAACP, I think.
No, someone led that funeral. There was some... This ain't funny. Don't tell the elders I'm saying this. Y'all remember they had a casket and everything, and they put it in the ground. That nigga came back to life like Lazarus.
See, it was NAACP.
They tried.
Who was it? In 2007.
7.
It happened in Detroit, Michigan.
It happened in Detroit.
Shut up. It happened at Cobo Hall.
Listen, I was in college. I was Tyreek and Lauren in college. It must have been during Sets Week.
Thousands gathered in Detroit. Oh my
Week.
God. Thousands
That
gathered
was
in
in
Detroit, Michigan to participate in NAACP's funeral and burial for the N-word. A horse-drawn carriage
Maybe that's why I remember it so vividly because it was on the news.
It carried a wooden coffin that endured black roses and ribbons with the word nigga displayed. NAACP Chairman Julian Bond, Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick.
Kwame. Wow, it's just like a rundown of people who don't went through some shit.
Hip hop legend Curtis Blow.
To the hip hop.
And R&B legend Eddie Levert led the procession today from Cobo Hall.
Why is Eddie Levert up there in Otis Saint?
To Hart Plaza or Freedom Plaza.
Near him. Pause. Why is Eddie Levert up there in Otis Saint?
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead. Or Smokey. Smokey wasn't doing it. He said he couldn't agree to this.
The burial was a part of the 9th annual convention of the National Association.
Oh, okay. It was in Detroit. Okay. What did Kilpatrick? Keep reading here. I'm sorry. I'm into it. Keep reading.
Making sure the crowd understood the significance of this event, Kilpatrick stated that we should take the word out of our spirit. Good riddance. Die, nigga. Said Kilpatrick.
We don't want to see you around here no more.
We don't want to see you around here no more.
NG, can we find a piece of art? What was this? Honestly, we do need to pull back on saying nigga. But this was a lot. This was a lot for a word. There's a lot of other things we need to kill first.
Michigan Governor Jennifer Granholm told the crowd that she was proud.
Y'all invited white people?
Was in her state, and we can plant the seed for a new word. the A word.
What is that?
Said Jennifer Granholm. All of our people.
Bye, Jenny.
We're all in this together. She encouraged attendees to also bury other racial injustices, such as predatory lending and disparate health care.
They should have buried that first.
In the fight to end affirmative action.
That should have been the other thing. That should have been buried before Negro was buried. I remember this very candidly.
I do too.
And I remember my family every time we brung up. They don't say nothing.
That nigga killed Patrick.
Y'all remember that?
This all happened in Detroit.
Oh my God, look at them dressed up.
This happened in Detroit.
What funeral home did it?
I don't know.
Pie, Cole, which one? Hopefully it wasn't one of the ones who, never mind. We got some history. Is that the casket there? Was anybody in it?
No.
I mean, not in it, but like, what did they?
No. Yep, that's the casket because it got the black roses.
I think it got a virus on your phone. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm distracted.
What the hell? What? See, Nyambi, this is the shit I'm talking about. You done drove me down a rabbit hole we wasn't even trying to go down.
Look at people taking pictures.
Look at it. Yep, that's the black roses with the coffin.
And so what did they do with that coffin after?
They buried it.
Where?
I don't know.
What'd you bring it to the funeral? We're going to go visit the site when we get back to Detroit.
Stupid.
What? What'd you bring to the film? What would you bring to the film? What would you bring to the film? But nigga, that's a business.
Oh my God. I don't know. Chicken, watermelon, beer.
All of the stereotypes you can think of.
Kool-Aid.
Nigga, maybe nothing. The place.
Because niggas don't bring nothing.
That's what it said. I do despise.
We are off the rocker.
Next. Who else on here?
You got Carrie fucking Zeke.
Them two professors.
And then you got Jabari.
Both of them need to be thrown in the trash. Why is Carrie sleeping with that dumb boy? He's so stupid.
And then you got Jabari who got writer's block.
Not writer's block. This nigga is straight up plagiarizing Tyreek. This nigga is writing ghost memoir and don't even know it. Oh, thieving ass nigga.
He taking all his work.
It just adding a couple. He taking all Tyreek work, going to Fiverr, giving it, edited, and then submitted it to his publisher. What's wrong with Jabari?
I don't know.
I'm not here. I'd rather have Carrie ass here than Jabari. Jabari, meanwhile on the ranch, wasn't he fucking a GA?
Yes.
I mean, sis, she really stretching it. How old that boy got to be, Ezekiel? But I don't know. He might be 21 too. Like, he seemed like it took him a while to get to high school. But it's still student faculty that you don't want to cross that line. Mm-hmm. Stay away from that. White people do it all the time. You know, when we do it, you know what's gonna happen.
Right.
I'm not for it at all.
I can't stand Jabari.
Yeah, I dislike him. He's probably
I don't like his
him
acting. I don't like the way he talk. I can't stand that motherfucker.
Yeah, I dislike him the most. Is he the one who played in Love Is?
Let's see.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, that wasn't him.
Who was the man who played in Love Is? Y'all remember Love Is? Mm-hmm. And they got rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it remind me. Oh my goodness, you remember that scene from Love Is when Loretta Devine read her son for filth, and she's like, "You will respect me, your wife." Is it called Love Is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, William. What's his name?
Yazir. Oh my God, they look similar, don't they?
No, they don't.
Okay. No problem. Anyway, who else we got? Let's not forget about Braden and Trace. Or Chance.
Yeah.
I forgot his Taylor. I don't know his white brother name. His
no,
white brother.
what is his white girlfriend name?
Riley.
Oh yeah.
Riley stay white woman, and of course white woman gonna white woman. Tyreek finally done put two and two together. Tyreek got enough energy to get this whole case dismissed. I think that's what's gonna save the season.
Yeah.
Because they gonna get Tasha, then he gonna try to come up and get him, and then they gonna put him under for. But who gonna be Tyreek lawyer? He going through so many lawyers.
I don't know. But then there's gonna be some type of other. It's gonna have that. Like, what's gonna be the additional drama?
I mean, we ain't done with Tony Montana now.
I know that, but like
that's gonna and he in on that now because he killed somebody with them.
So yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out like how they gonna wrap up Tasha.
I think Tasha rap. She getting out of jail.
So how they gonna wrap up Tasha, and then like whatever additional case they tried to get him on, and then like that won't be it. but then they're gonna try to get him on something else, like they always try to do Ghost.
I think it's gonna transition to this
Tahada.
I think it's gonna transition to them, and I think it's gonna end up with something ridiculous. Like he gonna get one of these girls pregnant, and he's gonna have he's gonna have to have loyalty to his family for some stupid reason. I think that from itself can then transition to, is he gonna graduate? Do he get the money? That type of stuff.
So him and Diana gonna have sex for one time,
or maybe all of them. All them girls are pregnant. I don't know.
So he gonna get Diana and Lauren pregnant at the same time.
That sounds fun. Instigating. But you know what I mean. He's gonna have to have some type of tie, a tighter tie. I mean, they already bonded by murder, so he already in on their bullshit.
Yeah.
So I think that's how it's going to continue. Because how does he hold this season by his own? Because I imagine Tasha gonna fade to the background.
Yeah.
And just be kind of reoccurring, like for Thanksgiving and Christmases. Where's the grandma?
Well, you know, she watching that baby.
They living their best life. If I was them, I'd be in Hawaii.
That you only see and only had two
at the beginning and end.
Grandma.
They better go somewhere.
Tariq. That's all she say. She say people name.
Girl name. I forgot her name.
I don't know.
No, that's okay. We don't gotta look.
Grandma.
And I said, who else we got? Method Man and Proctor. Proctor and Method Man.
That's not Proctor. That's
Oh, I done bring him back from the dead.
Yeah, I think you should bring Proctor back to life. You talking about Cooper Saxe, baby?
Oh, Cooper's the same. You know, the Feds. I could see Method Man and the Feds Man having their own spinoff.
I can see
and
that.
them just doing shenanigans. That seems kind of fun, like Law and Order style.
Yeah,
I will watch that. I would definitely be there for that. Anybody else we missing? Oh, the white boys. Braden and the other white boy gonna save them.
Of course,
because of their money.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we gonna talk to Lorenz Tate again? Or that's down the line.
I think that might be done.
Yeah. Also, I think because we got some more coming up too. Who's next in the Power universe? They treat it like Marvel.
Kanan, and then Tommy.
Okay, so is Kanan the same as Bobby Brown?
Yes.
Are they doing like plain? You know what I'm talking about, Bobby Brown? Mm-hmm. What's his name? Kane. And what is 50 Cent name?
Kanan.
Okay, are they the same niggas or?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
No, Niram, they're not. Like,
no,
how are they interconnected? Or you mean their energies?
Yeah, I'm trying to see now. It's gonna be a prequel.
Oh, so we're going back.
So Raising Kanan is a prequel set in the 90s that will chronicle the early years of Kanan Stark, the character who first played by 50 Cent.
I don't know if we're that interested in getting Kanan's backstory more than Omari Hardwick. But great.
Is there a book for it too?
Ain't it like 10 of them?
I can't remember.
It's oh my goodness! Look at all of these things. That's Tommy.
And then you got one that's Tommy.
Then don't you got one that's Lorenz Tate? So it's gonna take us 2 years to get back to Power Book 2? 5? Oh. Yeah. Power Book 5 forces release date. This is a lot. All right, cool. Anything else?
So, oh my God, how many Power Books are there?
That's what I said. They're trying to get us trapped. I don't know if they're about to trap me like this forever.
And like, when does book 2 end? So like, when is this whole saga with Tariq gonna end? Because then they're going to go back. Yeah, evidently, because if book 3 is a prequel, so that means that
then they're gonna come back to Power Book 2 season 2.
What?
Courtney Kim is about to get money.
Oh my God, I'm so.
And Curtis, I almost said Mayfield. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson is about to get everyone's money, or Star's money at least. Mm-hmm. And I just don't know how long they're gonna keep with this foolishness with a weak cast. Like they only gonna have so many Jabari as scenes before I tap out. What the Saweetie say? Tap out.
Yeah,
I'm done. Niram, this is not the time to research. We're doing a podcast.
I know, but I'm just curious.
And with the COVID, this got to be 3 years behind.
So that's that. What else we got?
You want to talk about a little Iyanla?
Yeah, I'll leave that to you.
Iyanla, I'm not going to do it by myself. Iyanla, y'all, is the truth. I know this her last season. I know some people can't stand her. Some people love her. She just starting to get to the core of work.
Isn't she though?
She just starting to get to the core of work. If you can't watch Iyanla and take away a couple notes, tidbits, or see yourself reflected in any of these lesson learns or any of these people and their lived experience and take it as wisdom, you the problem. Every episode I've been watching this season, I'm like, man, I do recognize that in myself or family members or our dynamics and how we show up. Or the way she would pose questions, I was like, oh, I need to ask my family about that. Like, I need to get clarity on that, or I need to be better at unpacking those types of things. So, like, the name of this one is called All Aboard the Trauma Train. Toot, toot.
Toot, toot.
Let's name the podcast that. Toot, toot. So, where do I even begin with this? Okay. Oh my God. It's just so much. It's hard to unpack. So overall, we begin this journey with the grandmother. And the grandmother, right? So think back, we're thinking what, late 60s, early 70s, live in the Carolinas. And she has had a history of being with abusive men, physically and emotionally, I'm sure. She has a few kids from these previous men. She kind of turns things around. She gets a job at a hospital, right? Taking care of her children, you know, with some help from assistants, but on the right path. She's stumbling for find this white woman who really like got her back, right? Like helping her to the bus stop, like getting her to work. They work at the same place, all that type of stuff. Well, it turns out this white woman and her turned into like partners and lovers. And this white woman moved this black woman and her kids in their house. And the goal was to live happily ever after. Pause. They never told the kids what they were.
They never told them they was lesbian.
So the mama got previous kids from previous relationships there. And then, since they loved each other so much, they always talked about having kids. And the black grandma on the show was like, oh, so I wanted to give her a kid. So where you find kids? I'm thinking like, man, they had revolutionary. Like they had the initial sperm banks. They doing in vitro or like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, not in vitro, but like, damn, they super progressive. Like, they about to go get some sperm. They about to do this shit or talk to a friend or, you know what I'm saying? They about to really do this shit. So they, what's it called? Thought leaders and this shit. Wrong. So what grandma did, you know, she down getting a little piece of assistant at the welfare office. And every time she go down to the welfare office, it was this one man who be helping her out and everything. And I guess he was keen on her. So she invited him on down to her house, made him a plate of net bones and collard greens around the time she was ovulating and went on had no baby and had another baby. Then brought her back to the white woman, like, I know this is the baby you always wanted. And the white woman was like, thank you, I always wanted a baby. I'm raised like my own. Pause. The white grandma, black grandma never told the kids
that they was lesbians or together.
Never. We there. And the person who was born from the welfare down at the welfare office never told the daughter like, yeah, your daddy down at the welfare office. What the fuck? So I'm taking all this story in like, my God, does the man know he got a baby? My God. Wow, y'all are two women, one white, one black in the 70s in the South having this relationship. How brave. Two, how you not gonna at least tell your kids? How dumb. Like, it was just I just kept fluctuating back and forth between different emotions. And something else that Iyanla brought out that I thought was beautiful was this idea of generational gaps in communication. So if we're talking about the grandmother, we look at the generation she's in the silent generation, where if some shit just happened, you just suck it up, you just brush it under the rug, you just keep moving because something going around, right? So silent generation, that's the folks who are like in the 30s and the 20s, Great Depression, very lit, like, you know what I'm saying? It's tough, right? Like, so it's like, listen, ain't nobody want to hear you hungry, you don't got no bread. We all know you hungry, don't got no bread. So that's the mama. I'm going to just go down the story. Now, mama daughter, Yolanda, she the one who daddy down at the welfare office, he came, had some ham hocks. Mama laid it low, spread it wide, ovulated, had. But Yolanda, she Generation X, right? So her history is she's full of trauma and abuse from other men. Now, I ain't going to lie. When Yolanda came on the screen, I was like, you the one, sis. You the one. You are the epicenter. Every time it's some shit,
you the one.
You be there. She like the fly, right? It's all you always around some shit. But the way Iyanla broke it down, right? It just showed that she just had so much misdirected anger and pain. I wanted to dislike her, but I couldn't. Like, it was just a lot. So the reason she getting mad is twofold. So she cussed out. So Yolanda, Generation X. She cussed out her mama and her whole family because now what y'all don't know is Miss Nancy, the white woman, done died. And for whatever reason, they love Miss Nancy. They love this white woman. She the one who gave the love. She sneaked money to them. She kept the family whole. She was like the rock of the family. Right. So that's what's kind of got this all going. Like, this is the peak of this when Miss Nancy done passed. Right. And so what Yolanda, Generation X, done got mad at her family because mama was like, I don't want to put Miss Nancy on the morphine drip because they say, and they is another person in the family named Dorica, who is
a nurse
who is the wife of the grandson, Yolanda's son. We gonna get to him. It's like, I just came out of nursing school. This is the knowledge I know. Traditionally, if you do put someone on this morphine drip, they will slip away. They didn't go into detail. I done had a few family members go through hospice. Traditionally, I'm assuming Miss Nancy was in hospice, right? And the idea is when the doctor's like, there's nothing much we can do, right? Like, you can just die here at the hospital or at home with family. And some people, due to religious reasons or other reasons, like, because it's the point where you're in a lot of pain, right? It's hard to breathe. It's hard to do these types of things. And some family opt in to get the morphine drip, right? So the person's just comfortable and they don't have to be as much pain. Some families don't do that. But the thing is, with the morphine, you have to be careful because the idea is that you give them the morphine and they kind of just doze off into the sleep and then they just die. And who was it? Grandma was like, I don't want that. I want to be here. Like, she's still kind of in and out, right? But Yolanda's like, no, that's Nancy. That's my Miss Nancy. Da-da-da-da. So the mom was like, I just need air. I just need space. I need a minute. So mama left. By the time mama come back, Yolanda done already told the nurse to give her the morphine drop and Miss Nancy done passed. So mama distraught. Like, I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye.
To the love of her life.
And then Yolanda, who I thought was the center of terror, which I have a soft spot for now, start wah bop bop bopping. And so now, because Yolanda wah bop bopping, pointing fingers, rustling, all that type of stuff, the grandma done now call Uncle Hubert, who we call Uncle Daddy. Because although he is an uncle, he done played a father figure in this role because ain't no other men in his family. Because all the men been trash, abusive. So he called down to Uncle Herbert, who might I say is a baby boomer, and was like, hey, brother, you know them generations, they call each other by names. Hey, brother, come on through. Yolanda cutting crazy, raising voice. I'm sad. Miss Nancy done paid. You know, generation of the baby boomers, one of their characteristics is they go to bat for their family.
Right.
They'll go to the moon, and all you got to do is say the word. They're going to meet you on Mars. Right? So Uncle Herbert coming on down, and I imagine in an Oldsmobile, and come up to that house.
Not a deuce and a quarter.
A deuce and a quarter. Don't came up to the house like, what's going on around here? And then so they start going back and forth. And then here come Yolanda. Uncle Herbert, wild, boop, 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 boop. Allegedly, now this is the part I need y'all to go watch it and get your opinion on. They said Uncle Hubert roughed her up a little bit. And then and then Yolanda called the police. And Uncle Herbert went to jail. And the family there too, right? But what it came out is after investigation is that Yolanda changed her story so many times. So first he pushed her. Then he choked her. Then he
choked her, pushed her, and drug her down chairs and shit.
And then drug her. And so the police, everybody like, this ain't adding up. And then the grandma and all the people were there was like, we cannot testify to that because that is not what happened, Yolanda. We called him down here because you was cutting a fucking fool. And like everyone in the room was like, you a lie, Yolanda. Like that did not happen. Meanwhile, Uncle Herb, how old is he? 65.
Yeah.
And Yolanda probably 40. So, you know, even though she wanted to tussle a little with him, she probably, and she shouldn't. I don't condone no violence. And so that got dropped. And then it came out like, okay, maybe it wasn't as bad as it was and they trying to heal. My question to y'all though, what you think happened? Because I don't think, I'm going off track. I'm going to come back to this story. Side note for Sean Pause. Because I got all these generations in my family. The silent generation, RIP, they have passed. We got a few baby boomers in my family still alive and well. I'm thinking about my uncle who live in Tennessee. the older one.
Okay.
He fits this category of Uncle Hubert. Who
Yes,
gonna
he
come
do.
through and the people start whooping up in his face. Because something I heard a lot when I was sitting at the kid table being nosy with the elders, something you heard from that generation was like, I drugged that bitch all the way up and down this house till she ain't know what day it was. Pause. Have y'all not heard about your relatives talking about I dragged this bitch up and down this block till she can't do no more? So then when Yolanda was like, he drugged me through that house, I was like, did he drug you through that house? And everybody just quiet. So I had a moment of like.
Now you're over here talking about believe black woman.
And again, I don't think he hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
But when you think to that generation, you cannot tell me he didn't shake the shit out of her
right.
to snap her out of it. I don't think nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just Nyambi Paul's point.
Right.
And everybody get awfully fucking quiet. And I stand by Yolanda because she was disappointed in her mother because, like, you did not stand by me when this happened to Uncle Hubert. And that's a hard one for me because the mama was like, I called my brother down because I needed some type of control over him. So I called him to help. So I have to stand by him. If I call him down here to help me and then he end up getting in trouble, I got to be there for him. But then knowing all the trauma that Yolanda done been in, sorry ass daddy, thinking Nancy her daddy, but Nancy a woman. He don't know she the dad to the welfare because mama laid it low, spread it wide, gave him net bones. Right? Like, this just another example of your mother pushing you aside.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I can feel the pull there, right? Because even if, right, it wasn't as intense as it was, you still want your mama to be like, what's going on? Like, are you okay? Like, why did you feel that way? Because I imagine she took the anger out on Uncle Herbert because that she could. Because the other man she was in relationship with, she couldn't do that because them niggas crazy.
They was crazy as
right?
hell.
Because she know Uncle Herbert only gonna take it so far,
Right.
and it don't have a goal of hurting her, right? That is not the intent at all.
No, Uncle Herbert ain't trying to hurt nobody.
But them niggas she was with, they'll bring her up and down. Listen, okay? So that's why I really started unpacking, having some of my empathy for Yolanda too. Also, like, unpacking more so y'all know, like, the white mama Nancy was like this proxy for spoiling and use in this idea of using money as love. But what it even came out was the mama was like, went to Yolanda, was like, who you think gave Nancy that money?
Nancy
You
ain't had no money.
You ain't think I knew Nancy was giving you that money? I gave that to you. I knew what was going on, but it was more to unpack the use of money and love. That still rubbed me the wrong way. This is where I come with my boy, my fellow millennial, Justin, who is Yolanda's son, who is married to Derica. Remember the nurse that told him, like, nah, you don't have to get the drip. Like, she could still be sustained. Will she be in some pain? Yes, but it won't be so unbearable. So if you don't want to do it, right, you're not at a point where you're going to be harming her, like, daily, right? That she was the one who gave that advice, right? I love this Justin Millennium because he keeps mama's feet to the fire.
Ooh,
I think that
pressure.
is a millennial trait. We keep the feet to the fucking fire to our detriment sometimes.
We apply pressure all the damn time.
Sometimes we shouldn't apply pressure. Like, I seen it in them. Like, it was times where, like, you could see everybody was just like, okay, well, we can move on. We could agree. We can do it. But he'll be like, hell no. I remember when X, Y, and Z, and I don't trust you gonna do this. And I was like, fucking millennials.
I don't trust him.
And driven by that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes as a millennial, we forget the greater good. Because we don't give a fuck. Millennials will burn this shit down and walk away and be like, who burned? Where we supposed to stay? Will you burn down the house?
Does it matter?
I guess outside. So I super identify with him. And then you got, I think his name JG or BG or something. He the baby.
It's like KJ or something.
Yeah,
like that.
he the Gen Z. And so he the baby. And so I really loved his wisdom. I loved how Iyanla gave him the seat to, like, speak into his wisdom. Because I do think the youth, y'all know I be teasing y'all 95 and older or younger. But y'all do got some wisdom because y'all are able to zoom out and see the bullshit and call it out. So he was able to see this higher level vision, and it was just nice how to put it together. And like I said before, Uncle Hubert, who's like baby boomer, he don't see it for Yolanda. Uncle Hubert or Justin, her son, don't see. Yolanda be trying to pull that bullshit sometimes. She be what they call it, performative victimhood.
Yeah.
And she do. And we know people like that, especially in Generation X. I know we got some Generation Xers who listening. Something happened to y'all 80s, man. No, 70s, 80s.
Let's see what year was that.
Them Generation Xers, y'all do got some shit. That's like the crack, not the crack baby generation, but it's like the generation of like the crack epidemic. Like it just, whenever I think of Generation X, I think of like kids jumping on a mattress in the middle of an alley in New York with graffiti everywhere.
1965 to 1980.
Why are you laughing at me, Daryl? You don't think about that? What do you think about?
Not. I
Here, read the thing. They got little summaries right here. Or are they all of these?
I can't with you.
Yeah, so it says the generation baby boomers, 1946 to 64. They came about with health, wealth, and quality. So that's Uncle Hubert. Generation X, 65 through 1980. They are anti-business and cynical. Yeah, maybe that is it.
They're cynical.
Yeah, maybe that's what I don't like. We didn't have no Generation Y folks. But Generation Y folks will tell y'all.
Well, Generation Y and Millennial was kind of
the same thing.
Yeah.
And then they've grown up basically with the technology. And then Generation Z, they're born in the digital age, right? So they're trying to just do this before. Can you type in a silent generation? I want to give them some respect though. Yeah, it was just super. I don't know, Nir. What do you think about the Generation X? Like, I seen Yolanda in a lot of like my aunts and stuff. The silent generation is the demographic cohort following the greatest generation that preceded the baby boomers. The generation is generally defined as people born from 1928 through 45. By this definition, the U.S. Census data, they are like I said, these are the folks who just come in. They lived through the Depression. They ain't have much. Like when shit went wrong, they just didn't say nothing. It's just, I think they have a thing where they say like where they defined it at. It's definitely a feel. It's like it also reminds me of those family members who like don't say nothing when nothing happened. And this again, like I said before, it's called the silent generation because they were raised in a period of war and economic depression. Or you know how you got family at the table and they be older. You know how I hate the old food and they don't say nothing and they blatantly see shit going on, and they be the ones who usually don't say nothing. Yeah. But sometimes we forget. About the trauma they have. So honestly, they might see the shit we going through like, girl, I lived off a can of beans.
Right.
Do fucking better.
I done made, 12 cents an hour.
And you over here.
And you make 18?
And you over here not making it work. Do better. So maybe it is just that too.
Oh, what's this new generation? Generation Alpha.
I'm scared of the new generation. I'm not ready yet.
Oh my God.
When they start?
2013.
Oh my God. They still ain't talking. Let's just let it be. Let's just let them be. Okay? Because this COVID gonna have an impact on their asses.
Oh my God. Generation Alpha.
Near I'm going deep. Maybe at the top of the year we can unpack this a little bit.
So they started already. So they started in 2015.
But like they don't have any characteristics. Like they're still kids. Like they're still going through all the things that's going to shift them as adults, and that's gonna be interesting. But just wrapping it up, like,
oh my God, that is Generation Alpha in a nutshell. Wearing a unicorn onesie.
Is born after 2010.
Yeah. With a cell phone in their hand.
Yeah.
Or a baby.
They
tablet.
stupid. They said born 2010, same year as the iPad. Should we have an episode on generations?
We gotta try to get all of them there.
Oh, you mean actually have folks come? I don't know who. I think we can do everyone. I don't know silent generation. You know anyone?
My mama.
That would be fun. I mean, that speaks a lot too when I think about your mom.
Yeah, I think so too. Because that really just brought everything into context.
And that's what I really loved about this episode. Like, takeaway from this, I done gave y'all a summary, but the two takeaways I got from this episode was one, generational gaps in communication and how we really, like, when you notice your family's having a conversation, discussing a disagreement, zoom out and think about the generation and the lens they're thinking about, because people really are playing their roles and how they show up.
Yeah.
Right. Like, people can see one problem and depending on what lens they're looking to, it can be so different. Like, it really made me have empathy for the silent gen. Generation X, not as much, but the millennial, Generation Z, baby boomers, like the energy behind folks was just so clear.
Yeah, it is. And I also think like, even now, just thinking about how my mom is a silent generation and like how some of the catchphrases she got. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
And just leave it there. How your sister is? She's Generation X, right?
Yeah.
How would you define her energy? Is she a Generation X?
I don't know.
Is she over there with Yolanda?
I don't know if she's like Yolanda. Maybe.
Not like her, but you know what I'm saying? Like same energies. What happened?
What happened?
Did I do that? That's not how I remember it. What Were you there?
Yeah, I can kind of see that. You know why?
Why?
A, she be cognizant of technology.
Yeah.
And then B, it just be some things she was like, well, I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't know, y'all young folks, yeah.
You be looking at her like, what? You be confused, don't you?
Or it's like, yeah. Or like the whole, I use house buying as one. Okay. And I was like, hey, like these are the things you're going to go through. Yeah. And then she's like, I don't know. You really think I'm going to go through that? And then she go like talk to like 3 other people. Yeah. And they come up to me like, you were right.
The cynical.
Yeah.
Do you don't have boomers? I feel like I have a lot of boomers in my family.
Yeah, I don't have any boomers.
You don't have any boomers. I feel like I have a lot of boomers in my family. In Gen X and millennial. And then we start to trickle off a little bit. Yeah. And I think we got some of these alphas coming in that are going to be terrifying.
Yes.
Who knows what them niggas gonna do.
Oh my God.
So think about, I'm getting distracted again, y'all. So think about, again, generational gaps in communication. So when you're talking to your elders or the folks younger to you, like really take into account their generation. And that's a nice fun Google search. Like maybe at the top of the year, we'll have an episode where if we can't get folks on to talk about it, well, we can unpack maybe the characteristics of each generation and how to best kind of talk to them and know what's influenced them just as a tool in our toolkit. But I think this is just a good resource to think about when I'm having a conversation. 2, the importance of boundaries. There was a scene that happened between the brother and sister, and they had a moment, and Yolanda gave them the tools to like work through it. So what's happened with the brother and the sister is the brother was like, I don't want my kids around our mom at all. I don't want her energy. I don't want her influence. None of that. And then the sister was like, well, that makes me feel so bad for like the cousins and the kids because I want them together. And what if like mom around? What does it mean? And like they was going back and forth on this. And then Yolanda had to like literally Iyanla. I said Lana. Literally had to break the energy up to be like, listen, your brother is trying to set a boundary. You're not even hearing what he's saying. He's saying he trusts you with his kids. He wants the kids to be together. He knows they love each other. But for him, when y'all kids are together, your mother cannot be there. That has nothing to do with if he trusts you or not. He just does not want his mother around. So what you just have to respect is when his kids are with your kids, your mother can't be there. And like you can see as soon as she said it, she was like, okay. Oh, but you could tell she wasn't even listening, right? She was just, it was just on like, and if I want to do the party and then who gonna come? And then, like they're creating all these alternate realities and scenarios where it's like, but if you just want the kids to hang out, you can create a space for the kids to just hang out. But you have to respect your brother's boundaries. Right. And there's nothing wrong with respecting the boundaries. So I just appreciated that. And then they said, and that is not for the kids to know. Then if your mama push back, you put the boundary up for her. And if she mad, she mad. Because then Iyanla said, ain't nobody dying for being mad. Nope. So let her be mad. But the boundary must be respected. So I love that. And the last thing, and I know it's controversial, I know people hate it. She was like, it's the mothers who be destroying their sons and children. I said, ooh.
Not the fathers.
I'll let y'all actually go ahead and watch it so y'all can see the context on that. But when she said it, I was like, whew. She said it's the mothers who be destroying because it's the power a mom has in their words and what they say and how they set up. And I know the Black Twitter wasn't a fan of that, but I think she was speaking the truth. And as a little Easter egg, y'all go ahead and watch it so you can see it. What else you thought? I talked a lot. Anything else, Nirams?
No, I think you had some great points. I think the thing I really like the most about it is that damn millennial, them niggas be applying pressure.
Yeah, he did. Justin did.
He be applying that pressure. But I think Elana said a bunch of good words. I think the whole mother destroy their children or like mothers destroy their sons is a word because that's generational. Because then it becomes then it's the relationship they have with their significant others,
their daughters, their
significant others, daughters, sons, and so on and so forth, and how that applies later down in life.
It was a word. I know a lot of folks don't agree with it, but I was just like, ooh, and ooh.
Yeah.
Good. Nice. What we doing now?
You want to do some shout out on a Monday?
Yeah, let's do
We got a couple things.
Cool, let's do it.
All right. So we got some Apple Podcasts. We got a couple Apple Podcast reviews.
All right, let's do it.
One of them says, great balance of woke and humor by Elijah is the best new artist.
All right, Elijah.
Okay. And it says, I'm a 25-year-old woman, Niram Nyambi. We'll have you cackling about the crap that happens in the world. They're college educated and have plenty of sense and express themselves in a healthy manner. I love that they touch on mental health and therapy as well as navigating relationships and corporate America.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And then the next one says "Still Love the Show" by Princess Loves.
That's Prince Love. I thought Princess Love too.
Oh, Prince Loves.
Shout out to Princess. Is Princess and Ray J still together?
I don't know.
Prince they got Love. Some cute children.
And it says it's intriguing to watch the evolution of a young Black couple share a snippet of their life with us. It's inspiring, real, and fun at the same time. Thank you, Nira and Ayambi.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then we have one voicemail.
Ooh, we got a voicemail? Look at this roll.
Yeah, we got a voicemail.
All right.
Let's get on here and get that bad boy set up.
All right, let's go.
Let's see. I'm trying to play it from the computer.
Miriam and Ayambi.
Hey.
Oh, Shan.
What up, is Shan?
What's up, girl?
I've been reading and I've been doing my research on this vaccine.
Yeah,
and there's too many doctors saying that what's in this vaccine is going to fuck with your DNA.
Really?
What's in this vaccine are mutated cells.
Well,
what's
that's
in
what
this
all vaccines is
vaccine
mutated cells.
has been given people paralysis that volunteered to take the vaccine. Also, did y'all see the article with the Black man that had COVID? They gave him the COVID vaccine to help him out of it. It did help him, but the side effect was it gave him a swollen tongue to where his passageway was closed. And you could see his fat tongue on pictures and how it took a couple of weeks for the swelling to go down. Listen, nobody knows the short-term side effects that's going to be for them with this vaccine, and nobody knows the long-term side effects. And that's why the hell we don't need to be taking it. Give me some Robitussin until y'all ready.
Oh my God, not Robitussin.
You just gave us a dissertation. I still haven't read the stuff. I
haven't read it, but vaccinations has to have some type of mutated cells or something in there. Because the thing is this, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but like the reason why it is a vaccination is because it's a weakened, a weakened virus
version of it.
Yeah. So like it has to be like mutated or something like that to make it weakened in order to put it inside of humans, in order for our white blood cells to replicate it and then, give us some of those side effects and then be able to like process it. Like that's the reason of a vaccine. Though.
Yeah. I have not read the papers. I'm trying to find a nice day to do it. I think I think I'm going to do it like Thursday because I don't work Friday.
Okay.
So I can read everything and just be in my feelings and process it how I need to. Because I know they moving a little quick for me. I didn't think they were even going to be approved after the holiday. Because you know how Americans take vacation.
No, they got that shit done.
I said, oh my goodness. And you know that, was it Pfizer in Michigan, honey? So they was rolling them semis out. And I said, oh my God. And do you know what Biden was like? We're going to get 1 million people. I said, oh, could we cut that in half?
Well, what was that one we looked at? What was it, tuberculosis?
That's true. Yeah, I've been doing more research on just mass vaccinations, and it was this sprint. And I think I was talking about with my mom in the 50s or the 60s for tuberculosis and how it was like mass. And everybody literally went it in school, they was outside, and everyone just got their shots. And like that's just how it was. So I'm just doing more history on like mass immunizations and the impact of them and all that type of stuff. But yeah, this has happened about 50, 60, about 70 years ago.
It's been happened before.
It didn't happen before. Right. So it's interesting.
Yeah. So as always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email, blacklovematters@gmail.com. Remember, that's Black with no K. And to leave a comment about anything we talked about, head on over to that website. We got that SoundCloud and we got that voicemail, and that's at 508-784-1111. Once again, that's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. Remember, love is ever evolving.
Peace.